Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber coming to you on Wednesday afternoon. Well, I have to tell you, you want to be sure and have your phones or iPads or whatever you watch the videos on charged up this week. It is going to be a busy week. I have one order to start us off with. I have a couple of other, actually 3 other orders that came in today, and I know an order that's coming tomorrow, so it's going to be busy times. But what I want to start out with is showing you the brand new Tailored Expressions order. There are so many great things in this release. There are some great stamps and dies for Easter. There's some sympathy stamps. There are some gorgeous floral stamps. There are new simple strip stamps, as well as new masking stencils and bits and pieces. So much stuff to love. So let's jump in. I am going to start you off with some great things for Easter. The first thing that I want to show you is the latest addition to the Big Grumpy line. Of course, they have had some of these before, and in this time, they really only kind of have, I guess I would call this the add-on set. We've had the Bear Big Grumpy that had the stamp and die, and then the cat. But this is kind of an add-on set. It is the Easter Big Grumpy, and you see you have some great sentiments that you can use with either one of those. Those fit in the sign that either one of them is holding. My favorite thing are these bunny ears that you can add to the bear or die. Then you can see we've also got the chocolate bunny, some eggs, a little chick, the Easter basket, and the little flower. And there are dies with this. I think these especially are important for this set because you want to have the dies to cut out those ears so you can add them to your other Big Grumpy. There's also a really cute new background stamp. This one is called Hop to It, and this is along the same lines as a couple of background sets that they had that came out for the holidays. You get one large background cling stamp, but then you also get, let me grab mine over here because I've got it kind of blocked up. You get a clear stamp set that has the little insides of the bunny ears on it. And as well as the cheeks. You can see there the little pink cheeks on there. That's what that center stamp is for. And those ears, they have different patterns. There's one that's solid, but then they have some different patterns so that you can stamp those inside those bunny ears in all different colors. And then there is also a die that is just a single die that you can use to cut out those bunny faces, and I'll show you some really cute samples with that. Also really cute is this new tag team. There is a new die set, which I'm pretty sure they're going to have a lot of things besides just the Easter that are going to go with this. But we have the tag team die, and this is a set of 3 dies. They are all the same. You can just see the dies there, and it does the little hole in it. These are great to add to gifts or to your cards. But then there is this companion clear stamp set. It's the Tag Team Easter, and what's really cool, and when you see the samples, I think it will make more sense to you, are these 3 stamps down here. Those are designed to stamp here on the ends of the tags, so you can add a really cute little pattern to that tag. Then you can see we have some really great sentiments that would fit on those tags, although they could be used for lots of other things as well, not just with the tags. And then all these cute little icons. We have the little bunny and the bunny face, the little chick and his little feet, the little chocolate bunny, and some Easter eggs. So I think those 2 sets together are really, really nice. We have a couple of things that would be great for a little bit more religious Easter. This one is called Church on a Hill die, and you can see you have kind of this country church with the pine trees. And you also get the solid backer die so that you can back behind the church there. And this obviously could be used for a lot of things besides just Easter. We also have this really beautiful big cross stamp, and you can see it really is good size, and it has this gorgeous pattern in it. You can color or emboss with it. Here they show a sample of doing some coloring, but even if you don't like to do that much detail coloring, there's a lot of things that you can do with that. There is also a new mini strips stamp set for Easter, and I like it. There's a few on here that don't necessarily have to be for Easter. Hello Spring, Have a Joyful Day, and I meant to grab this before. Let me come over here because I know right where this is. For those of you that remember this die from a previous year, maybe a couple of years ago, this little strip die with the little peeps on it. That would be absolutely adorable with this stamp that says, "Oh, for peeps' sake." I think that's so cute. Don't have this in stock, but if it's something you have not gotten in the past, we can certainly get it in for you. Next, we have a couple of hand-lettered sentiment sets. The first one is hand-lettered hymns. I think this one is gorgeous. It would be good for Easter, but for all year round as well. It's got some lines from a couple of my very favorite hymns there. There is also a hand-lettered sympathy set that has 4 really beautiful sympathy sentiments on it. And in addition, there is a full-size Simple Strips stamp that is all sympathy. And sympathy cards are always hard to make. This would be really great to go ahead and stamp and cut these out and have these ready to go and to add onto a card. It's also really nice because some of these are designed that if you wanted to combine multiples of them together, it would work out really well, and I'll show you a sample with that. We do have a couple of really beautiful floral stamps in this release. This one is called Botanical Beauty. It's a really large kind of background stamp. So pretty. And it does come with an edger die that you can cut out around those edge, kind of like their Flip the Lace and Flip the Floral and the other ones that they have had like that. This is another really pretty, this is a silhouette floral set. It's called In the Meadow, kind of more of those meadow type flowers, really pretty. There is a new masking stencil, and I absolutely love this stencil. You get 2 stencils in the package. It's hard to see here, but I'll show you some samples. One of them, which is in the background here, has these 3 square windows just lined up right on top of each other here on this side. And then the other stencil has 4 square windows arranged in a square there. And you also do get the inside parts that are the masks for those, so you can use those as well. The last new thing that we have some new bits and pieces. The ones they had for Valentine's Day were really popular. And this one is white rhinestone bits and pieces. And I got some out here. I think you can see them. They're not clear. They do have a white backing on them, so they're definitely more opaque, but they have that iridescent so that as the light catches them, you can see they pick up all those different colors. And as you can see, you get a variety of sizes in each package. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at some samples, because Tailored Expressions always has some really amazing samples. So here you can see a sample. Whoops. You could see a sample. There you go. With using those 3 masking stencils, that is all on one stencil that has those 3 in a line, and they've masked that and added the white ink and then stamped inside of those, and then there you can see they've used one of the hand-lettered sympathy. Makes a really lovely sympathy card, and they've even put some of the white rhinestones on there. This is one that is, well, Mike, tablet doesn't want to cooperate here, so let's see if we can get this back. This one has several things on it. It has the church on a hill on it. We have some more white rhinestones on there, and we also have some of the Easter mini strips on there. This is this is a sample with the Botanical Beauty. Come on. And you can see that they've stamped it and die cut it, and it looks to me like they've also done tone-on-tone stamping on the background. I think that is really lovely. And then here you can see that they have used multiples of the Sympathy Simple Strips to create that sentiment on there. Here are the tag dies as well as the stamp set that goes with that, and you can see what I'm talking about there. They've done a tone-on-tone here with those stamps on the edge, but it just really dresses up those little tags and really gives them some extra personality. There you can see using it on actually using it as a little gift tag on a little package. And it looks like they've just gone in and they've used a pen to add a little bit of that stitching detail around the outside edges. Sorry about this. I think if my tablet sits for too long, even though I have these blown up when I do it, they go away. There you can see a really gorgeous sample of the big cross, and there they've just simply white embossed it and then done some ink blending to give that beautiful background. And I love how they did the ink blending on the simple strips as well. I think there they've used some of the asymmetrical mini strips die, which I do believe that we have that in stock. There you can see the Big Grumpy. That is one of the previous Big Grumpy. I think that maybe is the original Big Grumpy set that has the bear and the sign on there. But using the sentiment and some of the other elements from the Big Grumpy Easter, and you can see they've added the bunny ears on there to make him a bunny rabbit. Here is another sample of that Botanical Beauty. Absolutely gorgeous coloring on this one, and some of the white rhinestones added to the center of those. Here is another way to use that. I think this background, I'm not totally sure how they've done it. I think I need to go out and check out their design team, because I'm sure someone has that posted on their blog. It looks like, I can't quite read who that says down there, Jill. Somebody has done that. I'm sure she has details about that posted on her blog. Here you can see that Hop to It background, and you can see they've just done a really simple background with white ink on a craft background, but then they have stamped the little bunny faces along with the little insides of their ears on some white cardstock and cut those out and popped them up. So cute. There is a sample of the In the Meadow background stamp along with one of the hand-lettered sympathies. That is so pretty, just some nice ink blending and then stamping that silhouette stamp over it. And that looks like it for samples. So definitely try and come by and check it out. Lots of great things here. As I mentioned, I've got some other boxes. I have Impression Obsession. I'm going to go try and get to that. I do have a class tonight at 6, so we'll see how far I get. We also have Lawn Fawn. That actually releases tomorrow, so even if I have time tonight, tomorrow at the will be the earliest that I will share that with you. I have some new glitter papers that we got in, some new 12 by 12 glitter papers in some great colors for spring and Easter. I'll share those with you, and as I mentioned, I have another shipment coming in tomorrow, so we'll see what's in that box then. In the meantime, have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.